Alrighty, hello, welcome back to another Lord of the Rings live stream. Today we are continuing on in our progression series playthrough with A Knife in the Dark, which is the second scenario in the Black Riders Saga expansion box. So we are following the story of the Fellowship of the Ring, and right now we are, I guess, like halfway through that. So we're starting at the Prancing Pony and making our way to Weathertop. So this scenario is tough. I am struggling with this one. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I think we may be using that scoop counter tracker today because I have not had I've not had great success with this one. Mainly, okay, so we are playing campaign mode, so I'm trying not to switch up the heroes. I did switch up one. I did switch up one hero, and we'll talk about the heroes in the deck here in a second. But the final stage of this quest is you go find all the Nazgul enemies in the encounter deck and discard pile and put them into the staging area. And then you win when there are no Nazgul enemies in play. And the Nazgul enemies are just nasty. You got the Witch King, who is like I think he's 5 defense, 9 health, immune to player cards effects. So you have to just do a lot of stuff to kill him, and it can be really, really rough. The other issue that I have is we have Bill Fenry or Fernie here in the staging area, and players cannot optionally engage Bill. And Bill says that at the beginning of each staging step, either shuffle one out of play Ring Wraith into the encounter deck, or each player raises his threat by 1 for each non-Fellowship hero he has committed to the quest. And so this gets pretty tricky pretty quickly because the Ring Wraiths are also just horrendously difficult. But we don't want to be shuffling these in because these are going to be more Nazgul enemies that we need to deal with at during the last stage. So I've been raising my threat, and that's why we did make a switch. We made a switch and we added in spirits because I tried to beat this scenario without spirit, and I ended up not being able to do it. So let's dive in. Let's talk about the heroes. And so we got Frodo, who is the required hero to play through all of these saga expansions. He's the ring bearer. We did choose Mr. Underhill as our boon, so Mr. Underhill is hanging out with us. We can choose an enemy engaged with us, discard Mr. Underhill add it to the victory display, and then that enemy cannot attack us this phase. Can get us out of some pretty sticky situations. We've got our Samwise Gamgee. I always put him closest to Frodo because it's adorable. So Sam Gamgee is a good quester, 8 threat. Whenever you engage someone with a higher engagement cost than your current threat, you get to ready him. He gets +1 to all his stats. We are going to be adding a Hobbit Cloak to him. We're going to be adding a Ringmail to him. We are going to be adding. So the reason that we're doing this is when we engage, we have a 5 defense, and the 5 defense is going to go a long way because Sam's going to be our primary defender. We're going to add a Celebrian Stone to him because he will be questing pretty frequently. Now, last time we were using Sam to quest and then ready. This time we will be relying on his readying ability when we engage that enemy. Ideally, we're going to be grabbing one enemy at a time, being able to ready Sam, then defend with him, and then use our other heroes to take him out. And then we got a Resourceful. So Resourceful, Secrecy. So Secrecy, if your threat is at or below 20, then you reduce the cost of the card equal to the Secrecy value. So Resourceful becomes a 1 cost, and then it becomes he collects 2 resources in the upkeep phase rather than 1. So really cool card. And the reason that we didn't run any Secrecy stuff last time is because we didn't have Spirit, which is the sphere that is able to bring your threat down. And so any Secrecy stuff would only be able to be played like the first turn, and that just wasn't going to be able to be done. We got Mary over here. Mary's also the person who's staying with us. We got a Dagger of Westernisi and as well as a Hobbit Cloak. If we don't get the Hobbit Cloak, we don't get the Hobbit Cloak, but really the Hobbit Cloak, we have 2 of them in here so we can make sure we grab one for Sam. Sam's This is really just consistency of draw here. And so Mary gets +1 for all the +1 attack for all the hobbits you have. And then our last one is Glorfindel. So Glorfindel is, as Josh pointed out in our last stream, a thematic hero as well. He's just showing up a couple chapters early. That's the name that I named the deck. Is like Glorfindel shows up a couple chapters early, because in the book it's Glorfindel, not Arwen, that goes and grabs Frodo from Weathertop to take him to Rivendell. Oh my goodness, yeah, Rivendell. Okay, so Glorfindel is going to be our main workhorse here. We've got Light of Valinor. We got 2 of them in here, mainly, well, for 2 reasons. Consistency of draw, and then there are a couple of encounter cards in that deck that will have you discard an attachment. And so running 2 of some of these attachments gives us a little bit of protection from that. We've got Sword of Gondor because our deck is pretty heavily spiritized. We got a Resourceful for Glorfindel as well. Depending on which one we draw first, depending on the game state, we may make the choice to either not add one of these and then flex it to another one of our heroes. We've got a Rivendell Blade for Glorfindel, as well as a Dagger of Western Ysi. So when all is said and done, Glorfindel is swinging at a 5, usually, because most of these are going to be above our engagement cost, a 5, and then the enemy's getting -2 defense. So this is enough to do a lot of the work that we need to do combat-wise, just Glorfindel. However, that last stage is why we kept Mary. So Mary is here to help us kill that Witch King. We really need a lot of damage. I do have a sub in of Pippin, so we could take out Mary, and then there are a couple of things that we could add in with Pippin, and so that's an option depending on how our games are going. But really, I've been struggling. So what I have found is that it is a good idea to kind of stall out as much as you can and get ready for stage 3. You really want to get built up before you flip in and go with either, I think it's 4 Nazgul enemies without shuffling in the ring wraiths. Maybe yeah, Witch King, and I think they're 3 riders. So the deck we're actually running a fairly light ally deck, and so we've got 2 copies of Core Gandalf, a copy of Overhill Underhill Gandalf, and so ideally we'll grab our Overhill Underhill Gandalf. You know what? Actually, no. Maybe not even ideally early. What we want is I'll just go ahead and grab it. Spoil the surprise. We are running sneak attacks. These sneak attacks are going to be useful for our Gandalfs for either card draw early in the game, because again, we're not running lore, so we are kind of locked ourselves out of the card draw, or it's going to be excellent late game when we do get that Witch King. So when we get the Witch King, this comes in. Now, he cannot be damaged by Gandalf. He's immune to player card effects, so we cannot damage him. But we can sneak attack Gandalf in, or play Gandalf and have him as a defender. Because the Witch King also cannot... characters with 1 or less willpower cannot defend against attacks made by the Witch King. So we probably will lose Sam here. And that's a tactical decision loss. And I know that means that we cannot use him in our next game, but it's a tough situation. We're gonna try not to. Ideally, we're gonna have the Gandalfs to be able to defend, and then we can, use Glorfindel and Mary to kind of do that damage back. But it can get nasty. It can get nasty really quickly, because the Witch King is disgusting. The Witch King is disgusting. We got a Farmer Maggot. We've got a Build a Pony. We got a Bofer. We've got a Arwen. So these are kind of our unique allies that we're going to be keeping out, that kind of all do a little bit of things: damage, health, searching for some of our weapons, as well as just a really solid quester and giving Sam that plus defense that he's always looking for. We got 3 Snowborn Scouts. These are going to be some of our blockers if we cannot utilize Sam as a blocker slash just clearing some of those annoying locations. We've got 2 copies of Stargazer. The Stargazers are in here, 2 of them for consistency of draw, but also Stargazer without lore is a really solid combo, because lore allows you to draw the cards. Stargazer is there to set the top 5 cards of your deck, so you don't need as much draw if you have Stargazer, because you can kind of manipulate and see what you are going to be drawing into. We got 3 copies of Frodo's Intuition, 2 copies of Feint. We've got 2 copies of Hail of Stones. So Hail of Stones is a card that I don't think I've actually played like ever. And so it's a exhaust X number of characters to deal X damage to an enemy in the staging area. That's going to be Bill here, because we cannot optionally engage him. We have to get creative on how we can damage him, because once we get him out of there, the game gets a little bit easier. So Hail of Stones, right off the bat, if we draw that turn 1, we'll probably try and drop an ally, and then we'll just wipe Bill. If we can wipe Bill, we'll take the hit to our threat, and then try and figure out what to do. But Hail of Stones is in there. We got 2 copies of Halfling Determination, 2 copies of Ancient Map to help, with that draw. And then we've got Gladrium's Greeting, Elrond's Counsel, to make sure that we keep that threat really low. One of the other ways that I've approached this quest is with Bill, letting my threat get all the way up to 38 so that Bill does engage us, killing him, and then using our threat mitigation cards to cut down. I don't like that strategy, but it is a way that we can get rid of them. 2 copies of Attest of Will, 2 copies of Hasty Stroke, and 2 copies of Dwarven Tomb. And that's the deck. So really what we're looking for, ideally what we're looking for, is a good ally in our opening hand, because when we travel to the Prancing Pony, we get to put 1 ally into play from our hand. So that would be great. We're looking for a Hail of Stones. We're looking for Light of Valinor. I think Light of Valinor is the thing that we mulligan if we do not have, regardless of the hand. Again, well, I may change my mind on that, but Light of Valinor, allowing Glorfindel to quest without exhausting, is going to be really, really critical for the strategy. I hate how critical it can be, but we need the attackers. We need the way, we need to stall out. We need to stall. We need to try and keep our threat as low as possible, because I know we will be, we just have a lot of enemies to go after during that stage 3, and they're not easy enemies. And the problem is since they're in the staging area, since they're in the staging area, then they also get a you have to quest. So you can't just kill your threat, because what you will need to do is you have to quest, or else you're gonna threat out. And so if you shuffle all the ring race in, I was looking at 33 threat in the staging area, and that just didn't work. And so that's when I made the switch to Spirit, so we could raise our threat and then utilize the Spirit cards to pull them back down. We did choose Gandalf's Delay as our burden, so we are only being able to draw 5 cards. We got a Bofur, we've got a Feint, we got a Gandalf, Light of Valinor, and a Frodo's Intuition. I am really, really happy with this hand. I'm really, really happy with this hand, because we got Bofur that we can put into play. We got Feint, so if anything, nasty flips up, we got Gandalf and Light of Valinor right off the bat. Very, 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 very pleased with this. So we're going to keep this. We're going to draw our 6th card, which is another copy of Frodo's Intuition, which is actually really key. We're utilizing Frodo's Intuition to draw cards. The quest points are nice, but hey, BB, how's it going? The quest points are nice, but really it's that drawing cards because of our lack of lore here. Alrighty. Sam only gets 1. He's not that good. How you doing, BB? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and use one resource here to play Light of Valinor on Glorfindel. We're showing 5 here. We will go ahead and commit 3, 5. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let's do this. Okay, so Trouble in Bree, and there's. I even forgot to read the opening. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I always enjoy playing Lord of the Rings. Alrighty, okay, so let's read our story. Knife in the Dark. Having narrowly escaped from the Nazgul in the Shire, Frodo and his hobbit companions arrive at the town of Bree and find lodging at the Prancing Pony. The innkeeper is a friendly man, but the enemy is already at work in the little crossroads town. Black riders have been seen lurking about, and some of the locals are in their service. The hobbits don't know who to trust when a mysterious ranger named Strider offers to help them to Rivendell. Strider is in fact Gandalf's friend Aragorn, and he leads Frodo out of Bree into the wild to throw off pursuit. But the servants of the enemy are waiting for them at the tall hill called Weathertop. A Knife in the Dark, yep, split with all that. So, cool stuff. So, yeah, so where are we? We're right here, Bree. So, Shire. So we've kind of made our way over here to Bree. Then we're going to kind of make our way along. I love this map. Okay. I right now, in the books, I just finished Helm's Deep, the Battle of Helm's Deep in the books. So, okay. So we set all the copies of Ringwraith, the Witch King, Midgewater, and Weathertop aside out of play. Prancing Pony and Bill Fernie to the staging area, shuffle the encounter deck. Frodo and his companions arrive at Bree to find the shadow of the Black Riders already on the crossroads town. Unsure of who to trust, they decide to lodge at the Prancing Pony. There they meet a friend of Gandalf's named Strider, who offers to lead them to Rivendell, but their movements are also tracked by less savory folk. I did think about throwing Strider in here instead of Glorfindel, but I didn't want to switch up too many heroes, right? So that's why our starting threat, also I forgot to mention that. That's why our starting threat is at 20. Campaign rules, if you switch out a hero, you have to then raise their threat. So 8, 6, and 6 is 20. The players cannot advance while the Prancing Pony is in play. In the dark and loneliness, they are the strongest. They will not openly attack a house where there are lights and many people, not until they are desperate, not while all the long leads of Eredor still lie before us. But their power is in terror, and already some in Bree are in their clutch. They will drive the wretches to some evil work, Fernie and some of these strangers, and maybe the gatekeeper too. That's Strider. Okay, so yeah. So we got all of that good stuff. We're committing 5 to 5. Let's go ahead and commit 3 more. So we'll go ahead and commit Sam. We have to raise our threat by 2. Because we have 2 non fellowship, and we're not going to be shuffling those Ringwraiths in there. So we're questing for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 8 total, showing 5. We'll flip into a Lure of the Ring. When revealed, the first player must either exhaust the 1 ring or raise his threat by 3. And it surges. Let's go ahead and exhaust the 1 ring and hope for the best. Surge. Attached to a Nazgul enemy in play if able. Sweet. There is no Nazgul enemies in play, so it surges into. When revealed, each ally gets -1 until the end of round. Deal 2 damage to each ally with a willpower of 0. Perfect time to pull this. We have no allies. Huge. We did overquest a little bit. That's fine. So we're going to go 3 here. Okay. During our travel phase, we're going to choose to travel to the Prancing Pony. So after the players travel here, the first player puts 1 ally into play from his hand. That's going to be Beaufort. And then it has a forced response. After the Prancing Pony leaves play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until X enemies have been discarded. X is the number of players in the game. Put each enemy discarded by this effect into play, engaged with the first player. So. Alright. So We cannot optionally engage here. There is no combat phase. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and unexhaust, raise our threat, and move to the next round. So we got another Frodo's Intuition. How crazy. So we'll pass out some money. I'm honestly thinking about playing one of these right now just so we can start drawing some cards. I'm going to wait one turn, though. The reason I'm waiting one turn is that Frodo can cancel encounter cards if you use a Fellowship resource and exhaust the One Ring. And so I don't want to lock myself out of that option. I would rather use the one... I guess I could technically play Frodo's Intuition after the staging step. I could do that and give us the boost there. That could be kind of it. No, you know what? We're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out. Okay, so we're gonna quest for... Let's quest for 5. What are we at? We're at 23. The other thing is we don't have any threat mitigation. Now, Gandalf can be a threat mitigating card, but I would rather not use him for that. I don't want to play Gandalf. I really want to draw into some of these sneak attacks, and so we can utilize those. So let's go... Let's go Sam as well. So we'll go 8. And we raise our threat by 2. So we're up to 27. We're going to stage into a surge. And we got rid of another one of those attachments, which is great. And then another ally gets -1. Deal 2 damage to any ally with 0. Beaufort does not have 0. So we are... Ooh, we're off to a good start. We overquested again. Not too much. Not too much, though. And so we've got a 3 to 8. So we're pushing 5. There goes 1, and then 1. We discard cards until we get an enemy, and we put that enemy... Oh no, it's a Rider of Mordor. Okay, so the Rider of Mordor is a 4/4/3/5. Cannot have non-Morgul attachments. While the Rider of Morgul is engaged with the player, characters that player controls get -1 willpower. While their One Ring is exhausted, the Rider of Mordor gets -10 engagement cost. This is not great for us. I think we may... No, we have a feint. This is actually good for us. Okay, so combat phase, or engagement phase. We cannot optionally engage here. So combat phase, we're going to go ahead and use Merry to play a feint. So we're going to choose the Rider who cannot attack us this turn. And then we will swing back at the Rider for 3, 6, 8, which is exactly enough to kill him. Whew. Okay, so we will stand up. Let's get some threat mitigation stuff. Increase our threat to 26. I was at 20. Increased it by 3. Increased it by 3. I should be at 28. I think I may have hit the wrong button or something, but it was... I increased it... I was at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20. I should be at 26. Okay. Huh. Okay. Cool. That makes me feel a little bit better. Draw a card, enter ring mail, pass out some money. Give that ring mail to Sam. Let's go. Alrighty. At this point, let's go ahead and spend 2 resources to play Frodo's Intuition. Each hero you control gets +1 willpower until the end of the round. Draw 1 card for each Hobbit hero you control. So we control 3 Hobbit heroes. So we got Hobbit Cloak, nice. Galadriel's Greeting, nice. And a Resourceful. We're gonna be off on the Resourceful play. So we may just drop Resourceful, and may just drop Resourceful and Gandalf paying the full cost, because if we wait until next turn to play Galadriel's Greeting, we'll be at 21, so we'll have to pay the full cost regardless. Let's go 1 from Sam to play the Hobbit Cloak. We'll go 2 from Mary to play the Ring Mail. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's go Glorfindel and Sam. Let's go 4 for Resourceful on Glorfindel. Okay. So we're showing 3. At this point, I am not super interested in questing too hard, right? I don't want to push. I don't really want to push the main. So we've got 3 here. Now remember, all of my heroes get +1 willpower because we played Frodo's Intuition. So I have 3. We're showing 3. If I go 3 more, I wouldn't push. The worst case would be is I wouldn't push. Actually, this would be 4 more. So I could push if we flip into a treachery card. Also, real quick, I actually may throw Resourceful on Frodo over here. Because if I throw Resourceful on Frodo, because I have so many of these Frodo's Intuitions, I can play them every turn now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a snap judgment here. Throw Resourceful on Frodo. I always forget about Mr. Underhill. That would be another way to have prevented the rider from attacking us. And we have to use that before the Witch King shows up, because the Witch King's immune to player card effects, so we need to use it first. Okay, so we're questing for 3. Oh my goodness. Let's go 3 with Mary. We're going to flip into a Chetwood. While Chetwood is in the staging area, spy enemies get +1 threat and +1 attack. So that's going to be a total of 6. So 2, 3, +1 because it's in the staging area. And so we quest for nothing, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. And then we will go ahead and travel to Chetwood. Yeah. So we'll stand up. Increase our threat to 27. Draw into another Gladgems Greeting. Let's go. Let's go. Collect resources. Frodo's collecting 2. Sam is collecting 1. Glorfindel collect 1. Mary collect 1. Okay. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to play Frodo's Intuition to draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Alrighty, okay, so we do have 2 Gandalfs in our hand, making it a little bit easier to stomach paying for him another time, or paying for him right out without having a sneak attack. So I do want to hang on to Gandalf for as long as I possibly can. The other thing would be to... Oh, I needed to raise my threat because of Bill last turn, sorry. The other thing would be to throw Gandalf into play to deal 4 damage here, but there's no reason for me to do that if I cannot kill Bill, right? So if I had a Hail of Stones, then yeah, I would entertain the idea of playing Gandalf so that we could then hit Bill with a Hail of Stone exhausting 1 character. But I don't have that right now. Gandalf could also be used to draw cards, but let's use all of Frodo's stuff before we do that. We're showing 3. Let's go ahead and quest for 3. Glorfindel will quest for 1. We'll increase our threat for Bill. So we're going 8. 7. Math is hard. So 3, 4. And we've got a Shady Breelander. While the One Ring is exhausted, Shady Breelander gains cannot be optionally engaged. So we quested for 7. We're showing 5. We'll throw 2 here, which clears. Okay, engagement. We must engage because our threat is actually higher than his engagement cost, which is he's attacking for 3. We have a defense of 2. We have a defense of 2 here with Sam. So that is a little scary. But he's here for what he can. So defense of 2, attacking for 3. Attacking enemy makes an additional attack after this one. So he attacked, we take 1 damage. Makes an additional attack after this one. I'm going to defend with Glorfindel here. So 3, return the attacking enemy to the staging area. Bummer. Okay, so Glorfindel takes 2 damage. Yikes. Okay. So we'll stand up, increase our threat to 30. Draw a card into Elrond's Council, more threat mitigation. Let's go. Really just getting our threat under that 28 is going to be huge for us because we get so many benefits if we are engaged with someone that's less than us. Let's pass out some resources. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Let's go ahead and just draw all the cards. We'll spend 2 to draw 3. Ancient Matham, Dwarven Tomb, and a Test of Will. A Test of Will is nice to see here. I guess like all of them kind of are, but yeah. We're not going to be able to get under 28, unfortunately. Unless we Dwarven Tomb Elrond's Council, which I don't really want to do. I'd rather Dwarven Tomb the Galadriel's Greeting here. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend 1 resource to play Snowborn Scout. Unfortunately, we do have to take a little bit of bath on that. We're showing 5. Let's go ahead and quest for 3. Also, with our current hand, now Gandalf is looking really good for drawing those cards, unfortunately. So we're questing for 3. Let's go ahead and have Glorfindel quest for 4. Raise our threat by 1, so we're up to 31. Yeah. So questing for 7, showing 5. We're gonna flip into when revealed, each ally gets -1 until the end of the round. Deal 2 damage to each ally with 0. We may Test of Will this. The reason being is Snowborn's going to be our defender. And I don't... Yeah, we'll spend 1 resource to play a Test of Will to cancel that when revealed effect. Okay. So we'll place 2. Engage here. Snowborn will defend. 3. Defending player discards 1 random card from their hand. I hate that. So we'll shuffle up. Discard this one. Galadriel's Greeting. Tough. Really, really tough. But we've got 3, 6, 8 to kill. Oh, it's Snowbird's really dead. Okay. So we will unexhaust. Get some money. Draw a card into... Oh, a Celebrian Stone. I need cards. I need cards. I need a way to deal damage to Bill, or Bill's just gonna kill us slowly, or not even that slowly. He's gonna start picking up pace. Uh, Himamoth would be really good here to just be able to. We may throw Gandalf out here. No, we can't. We can't do Gandalf. Let's at least push first before we throw Gandalf out. And I think Gandalf is going to be drawing us some cards. We're also at 31. We're not too far off from grabbing Bill from our... Just not optionally engaging him, but engaging him. And then we do have the options for 3, 9, 15 threat mitigation, which would take us back down to 23. Because we have the Dwarven Tomb. Let's push because we have an Ancient Matham. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we got 2. We got 1, 2, 3, raise our threat. 1, 2, 3, raise our threat. So up to 33. We got 3. It gets +4 quest points while in the staging area. We quested for 8. We placed 3, which is enough to push. Into the Wild. His plan, as far as they could understand without knowing the country, was to go towards Arkit at first and bear right and pass it on the east, and then to steer as straight as he could without over the Wildlands to Weathertop Hill. In that way, they would, if all went well, cut off a great loop of the road, which further on bent southwards towards Midgewater Marshes. But of course, they would have to pass through the marshes themselves, and Strider's description of them was not encouraging. Into the Wild. When revealed, edge Midwater to the staging area. Each player places 1 progress on the current quest. At the end of the round, either remove X progress from the current quest or shuffle 1 out of play Ringwraith into the encounter deck. X is the number of players in the game. So we place 1 and add Midgewater to the quest. Midgewater, while Midgewater is the active location, enemies cannot attack, take damage, or be engaged. After Midgewater becomes the active location, return each engaged enemy into play into the staging area. Okay. So we will now go ahead and travel here. And that's going to be the round. So unexhaust, raise our threat, draw into feint. Okay. Remove this. Pass out money. Okay. Let's go ahead and spend 1 for Ancient Matham here. We'll play Elrond. Nah, we won't. We won't. I really want to get up to 38. I feel like at this point, that's probably where we need to target, is to get up to 38 threat so that we can engage Bill and kill Bill. So let's go ahead and spend 2 of Sam's to play Celebrian Stone on him. Yep. Okay. So we're at 34. We need to commit 3 characters to the quest in order to hit 38 next turn. But we also may want to commit more characters to the quest. Ugh. Okay. Let's go. Let's go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Raise our threat by 2. The reason that we're doing this also is we really want to get a progress counter on this quest so that we can shuffle, or so we don't have to shuffle one of those Ringwraiths in there. So we're showing 6, questing for 10. This is 3, so we probably need to quest a little bit more. Actually, Let's go Bofur. So 1, 2. So 12, showing 6. Will flip into Peril. Attached to a hero you control. Counts as a conditioned attachment with the text. Limit 1 per year. Reduce the attached hero's willpower, fight, and defense to 0. That's going to be on Frodo. So we go down 2. So we're 10. So 3. So 4. So 1 progress token gets added here, which honestly is probably perfect. So Ancient Matham triggers. We get to draw 3. Arwen, let's go. Another Ancient Matham and a sneak attack. Now we're in business. Now we are in business. We got a sneak attack. That's what we were fishing for. We are at 36 threats, so we are good. Do we want to? Hey, Abe, thank you for the subscription with Prime. Thank you so very much. Happy to support a fellow board gamer. I am so very, that makes me happy. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good day. How are you doing today? Okay. Do we want to travel to Marsh Yards? I think yes. So we'll travel here. End of the round, we'll remove unexhaust. Pass out money. Frodo's getting pretty rich over here. He's going to get kind of full of himself. It's like he has a Mithril coat and he sold it. It's a day off from work. Yes, go team. It's a good day. That's awesome. Congrats. Draw into a Dagger of Western Nisi. Now, okay, yes, let's go. Okay, so we're going to spend 1 to throw the dagger onto Glorfindel. We're going to spend... Did I play Elrond's Council last? I didn't because I didn't want to raise my threat. Or lower my threat. Okay. Sweet. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to play Arwen. Let's go ahead and spend 1 to throw Ancient Matham on Midgewater. Oh my gosh. Having that sneak attack makes me feel so much safer. Love that. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna go a little crazy. We're gonna go 2. Because we need to quest for like at least 10. At least 10. So we got 2. We're giving the plus defense to Sam. 5. So 7. 1, 2, 3. There's 10. Frodo quest for 0 now. Bofur for 2. So that's 12. And we raise our threat 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're up to 40. And we show a 2. Seeing a second enemy here is kind of tough. We do have a feint, so that's fine. Okay. So 5. We place 7. Again, clutch. Let's go. So we place 1 here. Ancient Matham triggers. We get rid of that. We draw 3 cards. Snowborn Scout. Elrond's Council again. And a Dwarven Tomb. We are going to be able to solve our threat problems. Oh my gosh, let's go. These guys engage us. We're going to spend 1 resource to feint the Shady Breelander. And then we've got a 1 attacker coming in to Bill. So the 1 attack coming in from Bill. I'm thinking that let's defend with Mary. If it's a +2, we're still okay. So Bill does not have a shadow effect. This gets discarded. Okay, so 1/1 defend. Glorfindel will swing for 3 to deal 2 damage to the Shady Breelander. Okay, we'll stand up. Goblin the Goblin. Goodness gracious, I'm currently running around Twitch to see all the different ways to stay board card games, and I can see you playing the best Lord of the Rings game out there. Absolutely correct. This is the greatest Lord of the Rings game. Probably the greatest card game out there. Happy to have you here. Welcome. Awesome. Are you Are you just looking for different board games? Are you looking for like what's going on Twitch? Are you looking to start streaming? What's up? Alrighty. So we did that. We raised our threat. We're gonna draw into a hasty stroke. That gives us a little bit more security. Let's go. We're having fun now. Let's go 1. You need to finish getting all the expansions. Nice. Are you a person that started getting the expansions when they repackaged all this stuff, so they're starting to put out some new content, or were you collecting before that re-announcement? Okay, so let's go. Nope. Let's first go Elrond's Council. We'll do 2 Elrond's Councils to lower our threat by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll give. I guess we'll give Frodo. This is gone. We'll give Frodo +2, so he can actually do something. I think it was 3 years ago. Okay, sweet, nice. Yeah, they're gonna be kind of hard to find now. The expansions have gotten a little rough to find. So we're at 35 threat. Let's go ahead and use 3 to play Farmer Maggot. We'll deal 2 damage to Bill. I'm thinking about running this. Yeah, just gonna cost me a little bit more, to be honest. I can't find them normal. Yeah, they have started all the repackaged content, and so like the Agmar Awakens cycle has been announced this cycle. So like the Saga expansions following the Lord of the Rings has been announced, and it's out actually as well. So it's a great time to get into it. And depending on which ones you're missing, it may be cheaper or better to get the repackaged stuff. I bought everything. Like I went through the depths of eBay to buy everything, and then they announced the repackage. I was like, okay, that's fine. But I just have a shelf full of it. I'm just playing through as if it was coming out today. So just started streaming Saturday, and plan on oh, nice, cool. What game were you streaming? Okay. Okay. I still may go with card draw here, just because we really do need. We really need. What am I thinking? What do we need? Do we need anything? I don't think we do. Okay, so we're gonna quest for 2, 3, raise our threat by 1. So we're down to 5. And remember 2 because Elrond's Council gave +2. We're gonna flip into search the encounter deck and discard power for Nazgul enemy. Either add it to the staging area or put it into play engaged with the first player. Shuffle the encounter deck. We're gonna spend 1 resource, exhaust the 1 ring, shuffle that back in, and reveal another one. Thinking Moonrakers, Coup, Veiled Fates, and Monster Mayhem. Maybe 1 or 2 others. Nice. That's awesome. The depths of eBay equals money. Yes. Yes. And really, when I was buying them, the AP or the adventure packs were not super like unreasonable. They were probably, I mean, like typically what you're looking at $20 of an adventure pack. I think the most I paid was 30, but it was like from Europe, so I paid like $20 in shipping. So I think that was the worst one. That was the last one I was looking for. The expansions are not cheap. Yeah, no, they're definitely not. Come on, give me something good. The first player must either exhaust their own ring or raise his threat by 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then we've got attached to a hero, control, reduce the attached heroes, all of that stuff to 0. Goblin, the Goblin, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know what to attach here. I think it has to be Sam. It can't be Sam. Mary? Mary, we lose our attacker. That's a tough draw right now. That's a really, really tough draw. That may actually lose us the game. The other reason to run lore is you can run the miners that can get rid of those attachments. I think it has to be Mary. I think we're losing Mary. We're sacrificing Mary. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Because Sam's gonna be our defender. Okay, so where's our attacking come from? I guess when we push, we don't. Since we have sneak attack and we have Gandalf's, we could have Sam be our defender. Do you run Tabletop Simulator ever? I play on Tabletop Simulator. I have not ever streamed Tabletop Simulator. But I play Tabletop Simulator with friends that don't live near me. TTS is such a great investment for the hobby, 100%. Oh, they have a good Lord of the Rings setup? Nice. Yeah, the last thing I played on Tabletop Simulator was Ark Nova, and that was a really good setup too. It links with the database for the card game? Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, I've played Marvel Champions on there, and it'll do that where you can pull in decks, and it's really slick. I think we're gonna go Sam. Because we need the attack power. We need the attack power. So I guess like, oh no, you were running a campaign of Lord of the Rings on there with a group, but they left you. Oh, that's sad. So I wonder if the Black Breath. Well, I guess like, okay, so if I attach this to Mary, I guess I don't really understand how the Black Breath is gonna affect with attachments. So like, does this just blank out, and then he becomes like a 2-2 or a 2-0-4 or 3? And does he get a +1? Where did I get all the wood tokens? These are all from Buy the Same Token. Yes, they are wood. And so they, it's just a bunch of that. Okay, so this is a when revealed. Attached hero you control. Reduce attached heroes. I think you just reduce everything to 0. I think we need. So Sam can't defend, but he can take an undefended attack. We're gonna throw it on Sam. Wait, what's the card? It's Black Breath. It's Black Breath. Yeah, so it says when revealed, attach your hero you control. A limit 1 per hero. Reduce the attached hero's stats to 0. I think that means that's just a constant effect. It's always going to be 0. And so we'll go ahead and throw that on Sam. Sad. Okay, so we quested for 5. We're going to throw 5 here on the main. We are getting ready to be able to push, I think. Let's go ahead and Mr. Underhill. Actually, you know what? We may not. Sam is so good. Yeah, I just opened Sam. I'm really happy with Sam. We got a attack of 3 and an attack of 1. Let's go with Mr. Underhill to negate this attack. I guess this goes up here. And then we got a 1 attack coming in. Let's go Arwen. Let's block with Arwen. No. So Arwen, we're good. We're good. And this gets discarded. Nice. Okay. So let's unexhaust. Are you running decks that go with the timeline? Yes. Yeah, so I'm playing progression style, meaning that I'm not opening packs until I get to them. Like, I've beaten the previous quest. So we just finished up Heirs of Numenor. We played the first quest of Voice of Isengard, but we decided to come and do the first blocks, the Black Riders, for the saga. And then we're going to dive into Voice of Isengard and continue on our way. So yeah, we've been doing this for, oh my goodness, probably, what, a year and a half now? So we're on, like, maybe not that long. This is what, game 32 of the saga? Yeah, so I do this on Wednesdays. I do Arkham on Fridays, and then Marvel on Mondays. And then sometimes randomly on Wednesday evenings I have a different stream. And so the stream tonight is going to be Marvel Dice Throne. So yeah, so it's I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's swing back. Let's kill Bill real quick. So we are at 39. So Glorfindel is going to swing for 3. Arwen's exhausted. 3. 5. 3 will kill Bill. Bill's in victory display. Let's go. And honestly, I think with this, the way that this reads, we need 2 less on here. And then Bofur will swing and deal 1 damage. You just got Marvel Dice Throne? Haven't even taken the wrap off of it? Nice. Yeah, Marvel Dice Throne is really, really cool. Yeah, it's just a really fun game. It's a really fun back and forth game. I also have Dice Throne and wrap. Nice. To be fair, if there's a game that you could buy sight unseen, I feel like Marvel Dice Throne would be that game. Okay, so remove 1 of these. Raise our threat to 40. Yikes. Draw into Gladriams. Let's go. Okay, so we need resources. We need resources, y'all. We really need resources. Okay. So I need Steward of Gondor. Where's Steward of Gondor? Let's go ahead and push. If we push, we're gonna engage ring wraiths. So we could sneak attack. How many ring wraiths would we engage? So we're at 35. Engage. How many of them are there? There's 2. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and look in this deck. I'll shuffle, but okay, there's only 2 of them. So we would have 2 ring wraiths engaged with us if we push. Could sneak attack Gandalf for the card draw. Gandalf could defend. We could kill 1 of them, and Farmer Maggot could defend the second one. We have Snowborn. We could throw Snow. No, I want to throw Snowborn Scout out next turn. I'm sorry, I have not been keeping up with chat. Have you played Moonrakers? I have not. I've been interested in Moonrakers though. It looks really pretty. I have played Moonrakers, played it with a friend, and both agreed that it would be exponentially better with 3 or more players. There's no cheating in solo game. That's fair. Yeah, my brother likes to say the game will never know. They came out with a way to play at 1 or 2 players. Luminator on Steam, and I think wasn't there an expansion that made it solo/2 player? Most of my plays are solo or with 2 players, and so that's been one of the reasons I haven't dived into any of that stuff. Key thing is Thursday, so looking back, any news from FFG on the next champion set? We're overdue. That, I guess that's kind of what I would say. I've been prepared for the last 3 weeks to dive in to make my video, but who knows, right? I'm not quite sure what they're waiting on or what they're doing, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and quest for 3. Let's not push because I forgot about the Shady Breelander here. Shady Breelander is going to take out one of our... Shady Breelander is going to attack, and he's going to kill one of our allies, which is not ideal. We need to take have him take out Farmer Maggot, because Farmer Maggot can't defend against the Witch King. So happy FFG has gotten into X-Men. Me too. Yeah, X-Men needs a solid board game. Yeah, Marvel Champion stuff is really, really good. I need more people for TTS. The head designer left, didn't he? Maybe that's had an impact. For Champions, no. One of the designers for Arkham left. MJ left. She left after Edge of the Earth. I think that was her last one, but not Champions. I don't think she did too much or anything with Champions. I need to figure out what to do with the Shady Breelander. I really don't want to... I need to wait until we move on before we sneak attack. I think we're going to sacrifice Farmer Maggot. Okay. So, what did I say? We're questing for 3. Showing 0. I'm okay with that. Flip into a 2. We get +1. We will go ahead and travel here. Shady Breelander is going to attack. Farmer Maggot will defend. Attacking character gets minus defense. Doesn't matter. Farmer Maggot is not a defender. And then we will swing back to kill. Okay. Remove 1. Draw a card. There's our Overhill Underhill Gandalf, which comes in handy here in a second. Pass out money. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown Resourceful on Frodo. Actually, you know what? I'm still okay with that idea. I assumed we would have seen a Resourceful earlier, but we didn't. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and spend 3 for Gladrium's Greeting. Reduce our threat by 6. Down to 35. They engage at 35. That's so annoying. It's so annoying. Let's go. Do we put them? Yeah. Let's go Snowborn Scout here for 1. Just as a defender. And so we're going to be engaging two Black Riders. We have a defender here. And we're going to sneak attack Gandalf for a second defender. Gandalf can also deal damage. If we would rather deal damage, that may be the better idea right there. Or we could draw and hopefully grab a second copy of Sneak Attack. We have 2 copies of Sneak Attack in a fairly small deck. Poor Farmer Maggot. Yeah. Marvel Champions is a little bit easier to pick up and play than the other LCGs. Champions is a great game, but not certain it scales well with more than a single player. Every time your friend and I play together, we lose every game. I think Champions works best at 2. Marvel Champions. Yeah, Marvel Champions works best at 2 players, I think. At 3 players, it's okay. At 4 players, it's a very long game. I like solo. Solo can be kind of swingy, but alrighty. Okay, so we've got. Let's go Arwen. Heck, let's give Snowborn Scout the +1 defense. for 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we're up to 7, which may not be enough to push, which honestly is not the end of the world if it's not enough to push. Okay, we'll go 7. Flip into a 2. When revealed, you must either shuffle an out-of-play Ring Wraith into the encounter deck or reveal an additional encounter card. Do we have a cancel? We don't. We don't even have money for a cancel. We'll go an additional card. You must either remove 2 heroes from the quest or shuffle a out-of-play Ring Wraith into the deck. We don't have 2 heroes. Okay, so that changes the math pretty significantly. So our game just got a lot harder. Our game just got a lot harder. Okay, so we quested for 7, 5, 2, 3. Oh, ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. So we got this guy coming in hot. We will... He's attacking for 2. Do we just... That made the game so much harder. We'll block with Snowborn Scout. 2. Shuffle this card into the encounter deck. It's the Ring Wraith. But Snowborn Scout, because Arwen gave the +1 defense, survives. So that's kind of nice. Hey, Karokai, how's it going? And then we've got 3, 6 coming in. And we'll stand up. Increase our threat to 36. Draw a card into Steward of Gondor. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Whew. Okay. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Let's go 2 for Steward on Glorfindel. It's going to be 2. Let's go 3 for Galadriels to go down to 30. And our life just got a lot easier. Okay. So now we can push pretty... Yeah. Now we can use Gandalf for damage instead of drawing cards. Because we have 2 Dwarven Tombs, so we have 2 more instances of Galadriels if we needed to. Cleaning out your kitchen and living room. D&D? Oh, sweet. Nice. That's fun. I haven't played D&D in a long time. Sorted out a bunch of crap that was sitting around too, which is nice. Nice. Cool. Happy gaming, Goblin. You too. Alrighty, you're going to head out. Alrighty, see ya. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. So let's go 2, 5. And we're going to give the defense to Snowborn, I guess. Flip into a 2. So 3, which pushes. When revealed, add Weathertop and the Witch King to the staging area. Search the encounter deck and discard pile and add each Nazgul enemy found to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. So too many. This is where it's gonna get very, very interesting. Because we've got all of these Nazgul now. So our staging area looks like 7, 11, 16, 20, 22. We have 22 points in there. There are no Nazgul's enemies in play. Players win the game. We are at 30. So let's go ahead and... So the Witch King gets minus 30 engagement cost if the One Ring is exhausted. We need to exhaust the One Ring to travel to Weathertop. If we do that, the Witch King comes in. We don't get the plus attack, but we could throw Gandalf down. Beaufort could, or I guess like we could take in an undefended attack. Let's do the math here. So if Witch King comes in, undefended goes to Sam. We lose Sam. That's are we okay with losing Sam? We're not, because we need the sneak attack. So Beaufort takes the attack. We sneak attack Gandalf in. We have 4, 7, 10. So 5 damage onto the Witch King. So not enough to kill. We could play Gandalf next turn. Arwen. So I think instead we take one of these Black Riders. And we travel to Chetwood. Yeah. Travel to Chetwood. Okay, so engagement phase, we're going to engage one of these Riders of Mordor. Okay. We will use Sam, or sneak attack, to play Gandalf. We're going to deal 4 damage to this rider up here. The rider's going to attack. We will defend, or the rider's going to attack. We will defend with Snowborn Scout here. He's attacking for 4. After this attack, the attacking enemy engages the next player, makes an immediate attack if able. So Snowborn dies pretty easily. We've got 5, 8, which is enough to kill. Gandalf comes back to our hand. Stand up. Increase threat to 31. Frodo has so much money over here. Got 2. Got 1. Got 3. 1. What's our card? Build a pony. Okay. Guess we'll go 2 resources for Bill. We'll go 2, 4, 5 for Gandalf. Gandalf will... I think kill here. I think we're just going to kill him. Okay. So we're showing 3, 8, 12 in the staging area. Let's go 4, 5, 6. We'll give the defense to Bill. 9 with Glorfindel. So we got 3, 6. Which is not enough to kill here. That's not enough to kill either. Okay, so we'll go 9 to 12. Wait, this is 5, 8. So that is enough. This is enough to kill. That's enough to kill if we don't go over 35. It's enough if we don't go over 35. Which we do have. We can Elrond's Council. We can Dwarven Tomb and Elrond's Council be able to pay for that. So I think I'm okay with that. Let's flip into a 2. The shitty Breelander throws a wrench into our plans. Stupid Breelander. Okay, so what? We're at 5, 10, 14. Request for 9. So we go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will go 1 for Dwarven Tomb Elrond's Council. Play Elrond's Council, so we actually go up one less. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we can optionally engage the Ring Wraith. If we optionally engage the Ring Wraith, this is enough to kill. So we could actually have Bofur and Bill block. Okay, yeah, so, and then he's going to engage us. Deal out shadow cards. We got an attack of 3. And an attack of 5. We got Bofur defending the attack of 5. No shadow effect. Bofur dies. We got Bill defending the attack of 3. No shadow effect. Bill dies. Then we've got 5, 8. Which is an... Oh, it's not. It's not enough to kill. Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, so... That's a wrench. That's a wrench. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Show up and things go wrong sounds normal. Hey, Abe, thanks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we got 5, 8, which does 4 damage. We can use a Gandalf to kill him. Can we do... Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go 5 here for 1. 3 for 2 damage. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much. Okay. Stand up. Increase threat to 33. Draw into resourceful. Great. Good. That's what we wanted now. Where were you ages ago? Okay, so we have Dwarven Tomb. A Dwarven Tomb, a Galadriel's Greeting, which would take us down to... Gandalf is gone. First things first, let's spend 2, 4, 5 resources to play Gandalf. We'll do 4 damage here. Okay. Okay. So many variables. So many variables. Okay, so we need to kill the Witch King here. If we kill the Witch King, we win the game. This guy's attacking us for 3. Witch King is attacking us for 6. Arwen can block the 6 because she has a minus, or she has a 2, so she can block. Shady Breelander. How much health does Frodo have? He's attacking for 3. We have a hasty stroke, so Shady Breelander... No, Frodo's at the 0. Frodo's at a 0. We didn't choose anything. No, we killed the Ring Wraith with Gandalf. So what are our options for a Dwarven Tomb? We could go Galadriel's Greeting. Yeah, that's probably our best option. Is Galadriel's Greeting. The other thing is we could take an attack. Okay, so I think the idea here is to take a 6 attack, defend it with Gandalf. We don't need Sam now. We don't need Sam. Right? Because we've committed our last Gandalf that could be snuck attack. Yeah, we've committed our last that could be snuck attack. So we can take an undefended attack, kill Sam off, which means we lose him for next game, which is really sad. But then we have a 3 attacker, which Arwen could defend. We've got the Witch King, then we'll swing for 5, 8, 12, which is not quite enough to kill him, but I think we could kill next turn. Okay. That means we're not questing, meaning that we need to Dwarven Tomb, a Galadriel's Greeting. We'll spend 3 to play Galadriel's Greeting, lower our threat by 6. Down to 27. Now, if we don't quest at all, we're moving up a minimum of 9, which puts us at 36. So we should still be good to not engage the Witch King. Do we have any of those that we need to? There are 3 of these bad boys. Okay, so we've seen all 3 of those, so I think we're safe. I think we're safe if we don't quest at all. Witch King undefended to Sam. This 3 is attacking Arwen. We're swinging with everything we got against the Witch King. We'll drop Gandalf next turn, which will be the blocker, and I think we got it. Depending on what shows up, obviously. But so we're not questing. Flip into a 2. Of course. Oh, we don't have to engage. Oh, we will. We will. You must either shuffle an out-of-play Ring Wraith into the encounter deck or reveal an additional encounter card. Oh. So the Ring Wraith goes into a deck of 3 cards, meaning that we will see it again because the Shadow Effect, we could cancel the Shadow Effect. So if we get lucky, we'll have... Okay. This is big brain right here, right? So we shuffle the Ring Wraith in. We're dealing out 3 shadow cards. We have a 75% chance of dealing it as a shadow card, which we can Hasty Stroke. And defeat it that way. The other option would be to reveal another one, and then one character won't get a shadow card. I think we have to roll the dice. I think if we don't roll the dice right now, the game's going to get out of hand. Now, if we do that, we probably are going to lose. Will we lose another hero? Let's do it. We're going to shuffle this guy in. Oh. It's so tense. It's so tense. Yep. Okay. We're going to do it. Okay. So we quested for 0. We're showing 7, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Up to 38. We will optionally engage here, engage here. Deal out our shadow cards. This is one of the more intense games I've ever played. Okay, we'll go here first. So, yeah, we'll go here first. So 2. Yeah, Yeah, 2. Shuffle this into the counter deck. We will hasty stroke that. There. Undefended attack goes against Sam. He has +1 hit point because of Ring Mail. So he is safe. He can take another undefended attack. Oh, okay. We'll go undefended against the Witch King. Attacking enemy makes an additional attack after this one. That's bad. That's very bad. So Sam dies. I think we're going to lose this game. Dang it. Making an additional attack here. I think it's Gandalf. I think we defend with Gandalf. Or with Arwen, I guess. And Shady is going to attack with 3, which would kill any of our heroes, so we have to defend. We could swing back for 6, which only deals 1 damage here. Yeah, so I think we lose. Very sad. We'll go Gandalf to defend 6. Return the attacking enemy to the staging area. Yep. Okay, so yeah, we definitely lose. So he takes 2 damage. We'll defend with Arwen here. So 3 kills Arwen. Gandalf goes away. I guess we can swing for 6 to kill the Shady Breelander. And we'll stand up. Increase our threat. Draw into a Snowborn Scout, which we cannot pay for. I guess we'll spend 2 for a resourceful here. There's no reason not to. We'll spend 2 for 5 for Gandalf. So we're sitting at 39 threat. We probably threat out. Actually, so I would have committed Glorfindel last turn. I'm retconning a little bit. We're going to go down -3 because Glorfindel would have been committed. So now Gandalf and Glorfindel quest for 7 without exhausting. So we're showing 9. Shuffle this up. If we draw a Ring Wraith, that's exactly what would happen, right? But the problem is we have this Southern Eye guy here. If he attacks, it's gonna kill, or if he has any plus to his damage, it kills one of our heroes. It kills Glorfindel. We could block with Gandalf for the Witch King. Swing back with 6. Which deals 1 damage. Yeah, we just don't have the damage to deal with him. Okay. So 7, we're showing 9. Weather Hills. After players travel here, place 1 non-unique enemy. Yep. So 7, we're showing 8, 12. So we go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to figure out if there's any reason to... Yeah, there's just nothing we can do against that Witch King. I mean, we need... I don't know how to kill that Witch King. I guess we'll engage here. We'll take this one undefended. Attack enemy engages the next player. We're good there. And then we'll defend with Gandalf for the Witch King. No encounter, so he takes 2 damage. We'll swing back for... We're at 41, so we actually have 5, 6, 7. So that deals 2 damage. He has 9 health. There's just nothing we can do. Yeah. Yeah. Um. Okay. We'll unexhaust. Gandalf is staying around for 2 threat. 1, 2, 3. Draw into a Rivendell Blade, which is useless because it doesn't work on the Witch King. We'll scoop. Right? Because we're gonna thread out. We're gonna thread out. If we go 7, we flip into a blade. And then yeah, we thread out, we lose. Oh, what a horrible ending. I don't know how to beat this quest. I don't know how to kill that Witch King. Um Huh. You almost need to run lore to get rid of these attachments. Getting rid of those were brutal on our for us. Like we were playing 2 heroes instead of 4 for the majority of the game. But I don't even know if that would have helped that much because we don't have the damage output for the Witch King. And so do we look at running like wing not the Wing Guardians, but the attacking version of those and just run more allies and then just show up for a giant bomb on the Witch King? That may be what we need to do. We need to just run a huge ally deck. Um that may be it. That really may be it. It's just run just all of the allies that you can possibly think of. Halfling Determination would have been +4 damage. Halfling Determination could have also really helped us there. Getting that second attack was pretty brutal. I'm trying to figure out if that lost us Arwen. No, we defended with Gandalf. I think yeah. I think if we didn't draw that second attack, we may would have got we. I don't know. We were close. We were close. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. And see what I can do, but just getting the lore stuff, having the ability to, or what if we go lore Aragorn instead of Pippin? And then we have access to all the things that make Aragorn just absurdly good, like the Celebrian Stone, the sword that was broken, the ring, everything that we need to throw here, or to throw on Aragorn. And then we can reset our threat. We can raise our threat up, engage, what's his face? Bill, reset our threat. Then we have some major players on the field, and thematically it still works. I'm trying to still stay in theme, right? So if we have Glorfindel, Aragorn, and Sam, that's probably the right call. Aragorn's what, a 12? So he'd be a 13. Yeah, so 13 threat. So we'd be looking at 13, 19, 27 starting. 27 starting is pretty rough. But we stall until we get Bill, and then we hammer down, and because we have lore on the table, we have enough. Yeah, we have enough card draw, probably. Well, Aragorn doesn't help with card draw, so how would our card draw fare? We could also then run as Falith, so that could really help. Oh, also this guy had +1 attack, so we were uber dead. We were uber dead. Nope, that's staging area, not active, so we were good. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. That may be what we end up doing, is pulling in an Aragorn, Glorfindel, Sam. Probably. Mainly, I don't want to switch Sam out again because I don't want to increase my threat too much. So that puts us at a starting of 27. We can go up to 39 or 38 to engage Bill, and then use Glorfindel. Either make the call to use Aragorn to drop us back down to 27, and then use Glorfindel to knock us all the way back down to wherever we need to be. We have Sword That Was Broken that gives a +1 willpower to everything, and I think that may be the route that we end up going, and we swap out a lot of these attachments for more allies. So we have allies to block. We don't have feints. We don't have anything like that. So we can add in more allies. We can figure that out. We also don't need the resourcefuls, because once we get the Clearian Stone on Aragorn, he gets the spirit icon, which means it's basically a resourceful, right? Not quite, but it is a way to increase our income in spirit. It's that could be kind of interesting. I think we may do that, but I think we need more allies. I don't think I would be interested to see, is there anyone out there that can beat this without a spirit character on the table? Because that would just be incredibly awesome. I would really like to see that. But alrighty, so yeah, we're gonna end it there. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. I'll be back next week, same time, to take on the quests again. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's a little bit better, but you never know. Yeah, so thanks all for hanging out. I will be back tonight at 8 p.m. to play Marvel Dice Throne. I will see you all then and there. And until then, hope you have a fantastic day. Peace.